What do the hieroglyphs really mean? Only few writing systems carry as much mystique and allure as ancient hieroglyphs. These complex symbols, which adorned the walls of pyramids and temples, were not merely decorative but served as the backbone of communication for several ancient civilizations, most notably the Egyptians, as well as the Mayans, among others. Hieroglyphs offer us a window into the cultures, religions, and daily lives of these long-gone societies, making their decipherment not just an academic pursuit, but a quest to connect with our distant past. Before we begin, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss new stories. And also, write a comment what story you would like to hear next. The story of hieroglyphic writing is a fascinating journey through time, encompassing several ancient civilizations, most notably the Egyptians. Hieroglyphs, from the Greek words hieros, meaning sacred, and glyphian, meaning to carve, were primarily used in religious texts and inscriptions. The earliest known examples of Egyptian hieroglyphic writing date back to around 3200 BCE, making it one of the oldest writing systems in the world. These early hieroglyphs were used for inscriptions on tombs and monuments, serving both decorative and functional purposes in the context of the Egyptian belief in the afterlife. Hieroglyphic writing evolved over the centuries, becoming more complex and varied in its forms. By the Old Kingdom, 2686 to 181 BCE, hieroglyphs were fully developed and used extensively in religious texts, such as the Pyramid texts, the oldest known religious texts in the world. Beyond Egypt, hieroglyphic writing systems were also developed by other ancient civilizations, including the Maya in Mesoamerica. Each of these systems was unique, but they shared the characteristic of using pictorial symbols to represent sounds, words, or concepts. In Egypt, hieroglyphs were not only carved in stone, but also painted on walls, written on papyrus, pottery, and wooden artifacts. This versatility allowed them to serve multiple purposes, from sacred inscriptions in temples and tombs to administrative and literary texts. The use of Egyptian hieroglyphs began to decline after the conquest of Egypt by Alexander the Great in 332 BCE, and subsequently under Roman rule. The last known inscription dates to 394 CE. Over time, the knowledge of how to read and write hieroglyphs was lost, turning them into enigmatic symbols that would puzzle scholars for centuries. The Rosetta Stone is arguably one of the most important archaeological artifacts in the world, serving as the key to deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs, a mystery that had eluded scholars for over a millennium. The Rosetta Stone was discovered in 1799 by French soldiers who were part of Napoleon Bonaparte's campaign in Egypt. It was found near the town of Rosetta, Rashid, about 35 miles north of Alexandria. The stone is a fragment of a larger stele and bears an inscription that recounts a decree issued at Memphis in 196 BCE on behalf of King Ptolemy III. What makes the Rosetta Stone invaluable is its inscription, which is written in three scripts: Hieroglyphic, Demotic, and Greek. This trilingual nature was crucial because at the time of its discovery, Greek was a well-understood language while hieroglyphic and demotic Egyptian were not. The assumption was that all three inscriptions conveyed the same message, which allowed scholars to use the Greek text as a basis for understanding the other two scripts. The breakthrough in deciphering hieroglyphs came from the work of Jean-François Champollion, a French scholar and linguist. Champollion had a profound understanding of both Coptic, the latest stage of the Egyptian language, and Greek, which enabled him to make connections between the hieroglyphic and Greek texts on the Rosetta Stone. In 1822, Champollion announced that he had succeeded in deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs. He realized that hieroglyphs could represent both sounds, like letters in alphabetic systems, and ideas, like symbols in ideographic systems. This realization was monumental, because it allowed for the translation of hieroglyphic texts across Egypt, providing insights into Egyptian civilization that had been lost for centuries. Deciphering ancient hieroglyphs is a complex process that combines linguistic knowledge, archaeological context, and technological tools. Scholars and Egyptologists use various techniques and tools to interpret these ancient symbols, which were once the primary writing system of ancient Egypt. The decipherment process has evolved significantly since the initial breakthroughs in understanding hieroglyphic writing. Linguists compare hieroglyphs with related languages and scripts, such as Coptic, the direct descendant of the Egyptian language written in the Greek alphabet, which has been crucial in understanding phonetic values. The context in which a hieroglyph appears is essential for interpretation. Scholars look at the surrounding symbols, the location of the inscription, such as a temple, tomb, or public monument, and the historical period to infer meaning. Knowledge of Egyptian mythology, religious beliefs, social structure, and customs is vital. Many hieroglyphs are deeply rooted in the cultural and religious practices of ancient Egypt. The study of symbols and their significance in art and architecture helps in understanding the thematic elements of hieroglyphic inscriptions. Advanced imaging techniques allow for the detailed analysis of hieroglyphs, even those that are eroded or partially destroyed. 3D scanning can also help create accurate representations of inscriptions for further study. Databases of hieroglyphs, including their various meanings and occurrences, are invaluable for scholars. Software tools can help in the analysis and translation of complex inscriptions by providing quick references to symbols and their interpretations. Emerging technologies, including AI, are beginning to play a role in deciphering texts. These systems can analyze large data sets of hieroglyphic inscriptions to find patterns, predict meanings, and even assist in translating undeciphered texts. Egyptology is inherently multidisciplinary, involving archaeologists, linguists, historians, and computer scientists. Collaboration among these disciplines is crucial for advancing the understanding of hieroglyphic texts. The techniques and tools for deciphering hieroglyphs continue to evolve, with new discoveries and technological advancements further enriching our understanding of ancient Egyptian language and culture. As researchers uncover more inscriptions and artifacts, the process of decipherment becomes increasingly refined, offering deeper insights into the fascinating world of ancient Egypt. The decipherment of hieroglyphic texts has unveiled the complex pantheon of Egyptian gods and goddesses, along with their myths, roles, and relationships. This has provided insights into ancient Egyptian religion, including beliefs about the afterlife, creation, and the cosmos. Texts like the pyramid texts, coffin texts, and the Book of the Dead, which were written on tomb walls, sarcophagi, and papyri, have been deciphered, revealing the ancient Egyptians' beliefs about the afterlife and the importance of funerary rituals for ensuring a safe passage to the next world. Deciphered inscriptions have shed light on the reigns of various pharaohs, their accomplishments, military campaigns, and the administration of the state. This has helped construct a more accurate chronology of Egypt's history and understand the political dynamics of different periods. Hieroglyphic texts have revealed details about diplomatic relations between Egypt and its neighbors, including peace treaties, marriage alliances, and military conflicts. Records of agricultural practices, trade, and commerce have been deciphered, highlighting the economic foundations of ancient Egyptian society and its interactions with neighboring regions. Hieroglyphs have provided information on the social hierarchy, roles of women, education, and the lives of workers and artisans, offering a comprehensive view of the societal structure. Texts have revealed the Egyptians' advanced understanding of astronomy and mathematics, which they applied in calendar making, architecture, and administrative planning. Medical papyri, such as the Ebers Papyrus, contain descriptions of medical practices, treatments, and surgical procedures, illustrating the ancient Egyptians' medical knowledge and approaches to healthcare. Insights into the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultural practices with neighboring civilizations, such as the Nubians, Mesopotamians, and Greeks, have been gained through deciphered texts. The meaning behind artistic symbols and motifs found in Egyptian art and architecture has been unlocked, revealing the symbolic language that permeated every aspect of ancient Egyptian culture. Descriptions of building projects and the organization of labor for monumental constructions like temples and pyramids have been deciphered, shedding light on the advanced engineering skills of the ancient Egyptians. The ongoing decipherment of hieroglyphs continues to unveil new discoveries, deepening our understanding of ancient Egyptian civilization and its lasting influence on subsequent cultures and societies. The Rosetta Stone was instrumental in deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs because it provided a bilingual text that linked Egyptian script with Greek, a known language. However, such a direct key does not exist for many other ancient scripts, complicating their decipherment. Many hieroglyphic texts have suffered from erosion, damage, or were incomplete, making it difficult to fully decipher and interpret them. The preservation state of these materials often hampers the ability to read and understand the full content of the inscriptions. The absence of spoken counterparts or living descendants of the ancient Egyptian language meant that scholars had to reconstruct pronunciations and meanings without direct linguistic continuity. This often involves educated guesswork and comparison with related languages. Despite these challenges, the decipherment of ancient hieroglyphs has been one of the most significant achievements in the field of Egyptology and ancient studies, opening up a vast wealth of knowledge about ancient civilizations. The decipherment of ancient hieroglyphs stands as one of the great intellectual achievements of humanity, offering a profound connection to our distant ancestors. As we continue to unveil the secrets of these ancient scripts, we not only uncover the mysteries of the past, but also gain a deeper understanding of the human story. Thank you for watching the video. If you have questions, write them in the comments. And also check out our channel, we have some more interesting videos.